Jack Ma was rejected 13 times by Howard. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he could see the light bulb glowing. The question is, when do we give up? Until when should we keep trying? My name is Yukti Kapoor Mehandiratta, and I've had a mixed experience that led me towards today being India's leading transformational leadership coach. The experience of failing and continuing, and sometimes the experience of failing and stopping right there, knowing that there is no merit in pushing that forward. Some of those decisions served me well, and some of those decisions could, of course, always be better. But here is a learning that I want to share with you. It's very, very relative, very, very subjective for us to decide what is enough. How many times should I try? How many times should I fail before I see myself to be successful? A very important question I've always asked myself, and I've always encouraged people I coach to ask themselves. That question is, what do you really want? What makes you really happy? What is the why behind chasing what you're chasing? If you want to be a chartered accountant and you're not able to crack the exam, and you fail once, and you fail twice, and you fail thrice. I know people who failed 5 times and cracked it. I know people who failed twice and never appeared again. What is right and what is wrong is not universal. It is no one definition. It's no one right answer. Your answer is the right answer and the only right answer. But how do we get to that answer? I want you to know that if you are clear about your why, if you know the reason for chasing what you're chasing, if you're clear that this is important for you, then you go all out. Go all out to do whatever you can do till you can do it. There is no way that anybody could try something for 10,000 times and continue failing if they did not see an iota of hope, if they did not have enough relevant learning from the past failures. Let's understand this. You fail, you make mistakes, you learn from them. You realize you've made mistakes. Next time, you will be careful with those mistakes. You might make a new one. And that in itself is a learning as well. But when you consistently keep trying and you get to a point where you're not able to identify what can I do any different? Who else can I reach out to that I haven't as yet? What could I do that I haven't done as yet? Is where you could reflect whether you want to go ahead or you want to change course. Sometimes hitting a failure is a very important turning point of our life. I am glad that I failed a few exams in my life. That has got me to my calling of being a coach today. Had I gone ahead with engineering, maybe I wouldn't have been a very happy engineer. I don't know if I would have been a good engineer or not, but definitely not a happy one. And that failure served me right because it pushed me towards finding my own path. And here is my path that I'm walking on today, proudly, with complete fulfillment, with absolute eternal happiness. And you get to this only after you're able to bounce back from the failures. More importantly, not just continue on that path because you want to prove something to somebody, but to be honest to yourself and see, is this making sense? Is this resonating with me? Is this what I really want to do? Because if that's not what you want to do, then no matter how much success you achieve, you will not be happy with that. And what is the value of that success? I want you to ask yourself. So here is what I want to leave you with. When you have done your best, let God do the rest. Now, whatever that God is for you, it could be higher energy. It could be the quantum field that we're a part of. Whatever is your version of God, let that take over. Let the universal intelligence take over after you have done your best. When you know that you haven't left a stone unturned is when you surrender. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is having the courage to move on. Move on from the point of failure. Move on from this dead end the way it appears to be. Because only after you move on will you find another path. And that path or that plan might just be not better but much better than your first plan.